And welcome back to the Ogre in the Ass, everybody. You are now in the swamp. Okay, so we've been gone.
Huh. You don't say.
Hey, okay, stuff happens. Might I just say...
But they bothering me, though.
I know, I was just about to get to that. I love the fact that so many people out there were bothering the ass about it. That was the best part. I was relishing in that. You know how many times I heard Eric go, "Why are they always asking me? He's the one with the issues," like all the time.
It's on his computer, everything.
Oh, man. Well, I bet everyone feels like they deserve an explanation. That's too damn bad. No, I can't do that. I can't. I'm not that much of an asshole. So, long story short, we have not posted anything for the last 5 months.
It's been 5 months?
Since we posted something, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I have just been busy doing another startup company. So that has been taking up majority of my time, and I have felt bad about it. So that does mostly fall on me. Eric can take some credit too, but that does mostly fall on me. So I'm sorry. I know you guys miss your ogre.
If it makes you feel any better, if you guys want to, we can give you some free content from OnlyFans.
What?
It's the ogre and the ass.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's something we're going to start up on the side.
That's a side.
It's another side hustle.
Just the ass. You get his own thing. Y'all ain't seeing this. Y'all couldn't handle me on OnlyFans. I don't know what to tell you.
My boy thick.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm sorry.
So what are some life updates before we get into our topics? Give me some life updates, Eric. What is new with you?
Recently, I told you this the other day.
Tell me. Tell me it.
All right. Without getting banned from YouTube, I've told you straight up, if I can't get a side income, start at the end of this year, I'm going to slip my wrist. I'm going to leave the server. All right.
Yeah, so we have kids who might be watching. If you're watching this as a kid, actually, no, we mark on it, not meant for kids. So
Oh, that's good. Except for our treatment center kids, though. They'll see
they're
it,
okay.
Yeah, right. They're still kicking.
Yeah, they're doing okay. So,
But
all right. So what else?
so I decided to do a Hail Mary, basically something really random. And since I'm already doing pixel art, I do like thumbnails and stuff. I figured, well, since I like art stuff, let me put that on a phone case and try and sell that.
So you're trying to sell phone cases?
I'm trying to push P on phone cases.
All right,
as
man.
As the kids say, pushing P.
Okay. I can't hate on that. One entrepreneur to another. Gotta love it.
Oh yeah.
How about love life? How's that going?
Love life, non-existent.
Not at all.
No. But in terms of people you talk to who you like, pretty good.
All right. You're doing good in the talk-up game.
Oh yeah, talk is nice.
That's good, man. I'm happy to hear about that.
Yeah, but I don't know about action though. Yeah.
Ain't no action. It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Besides, honest, and that's the sad thing. Like the last 5 months, I have nothing to talk about. I just work, and I work more. That's it. Getting this business going.
I've been seeing him. He's been working.
I don't.
Working hard.
I haven't even gone to the gym really.
That's true.
The gym used to be my thing. I don't even get to go to that anymore. So, whatever. That'll change eventually. But for now, we grind, right?
Yeah. Got to make those sacrifices.
Well, shoot. Well, everyone, we hope you've. Dude, you're making so much noise.
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find that good pose. All right, I'm good now.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, today's topic, we are going to talk about loyalty at work. This has been something that we've talked around our house a couple times, and honestly, we get hot inside.
Tom, this is how I feel about it right now.
Loyalty at work. Let me pose this question to everyone who's listening. Do you feel like you need to be loyal to your employer or place of employment? Personally, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. There's no loyalty.
Fuck that with a big bag of dicks. All right.
Gosh dang.
Yeah.
Ask for, loyalty. Without having to use your PTO, ask if you can take 1 week off of work for mental health reasons, see if you still get a full paycheck.
Right.
Let me get some loyalty out of you. But they're okay bringing you in. Oh, after your 40 hours, we pay you extra. Yeah, you tax me extra too.
Yeah.
So I've been hit with this before. I've been hit with, well, aren't you loyal to the company? What is there to be loyal to with that? Someone explain it to me. Well, I've heard that working is a privilege. Okay. With how things are in the economy right now, having workers is a damn privilege.
Right. You blessed.
Especially in the middle of the great resignation that's happening right now. I can't stand it. I can't stand that there are still people you should be loyal to your company. You're lucky to have a job. There are companies right now who are lucky to have people working for them.
Right.
It's completely changed, which I love, by the way.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean,
It's exposed so many bullshit companies.
oh yeah,
That-
I'm down for it.
That have treated their employees like crap for years. And now that they have way less employees, they're like, well, wait, like, what about loyalty to us? Please.
Right.
You don't pay me. Like that thing from Fences, right?
Yeah.
Just like for Denzel Washington's a shout out to you. Oh my gosh, what was it? Like, they don't pay me because they're loyal to me. They pay me because they owe me because I worked for them. They don't pay you before you do the work, right? They don't pay you before your 40 hours. They only pay you after you've clocked in.
Exactly.
So 2 weeks later. So there's no loyalty to that.
And it's funny too when you talk about loyalty. They always say it's professional, at least back in the day, to give them a 2 weeks courtesy notice that you're going to be quitting soon.
But do they give you a 2 week notice? Like, hey, you're going to be fired in 2 weeks.
Exactly. You'll
Screw
be fired
you.
in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Even if it's for whatever reason, like if it's something like outrageous, of course, yeah, you get fired right there. Like bringing in the gun to work, but that's a whole nother story we can't really get into. But you know, if it's just like, hey, like layoffs are coming, like just so you know you're done after today, like that. There's so many stories of that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, nah. Loyalty ain't really a thing. I'll be loyal if you treat me right. Like I have supervisors I've been loyal to because like they've looked out for me. They've been good to me.
And plus, they bust their ass too.
Yeah, well, and it's not just like where we work now, but like just other places. Like if I've had good supervisors, like, okay, I'm loyal to you because you treat me right. You give me heads up. You teach me whatever
Exactly.
it is.
You do right by me.
Till you do right by me.
Color purple. Do right by me.
I wasn't gonna say that next part. I was scared.
I'll say it for you. No, I'm not gonna.
You said it before.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
I said the N word.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say it then. Until you do right by me, nickel.
I can't believe you just said that.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what came over me.
You know what's funny is that when you find employees who are like that, like good for them. If that's how you find wholesomeness in your life, I don't know how else to say that. If that gives you drive and purpose, that you are loyal to the company that you have no ownership in. Like, you guys ever seen that meme where it's the guy putting on a clown mask? Like, they appreciate me. I matter. He's putting on the makeup. That's how I feel about that. When I hear people being like, wow, like this place is so great to us, da 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 da. And it's like, what do you mean they're great to you? Like, I'm 40 years old and I get paid $18 an hour. Actual story we have.
Right.
Actual story we have. 40 years old at $18 an hour. Proud of it. I'm like, really?
My gosh. That shit irritates
Not saying there's anything wrong with hard work. Sometimes there's just people who do the most they can. Whatever.
That's fine, yeah.
But I don't know how to be nice while saying it.
But be 40 years old and okay with 18, you know. And another fact, and by the way, this is my old, soup from like a while ago. Anyway, it's not the simple fact that he's 40 making 18, but the simple fact that he's like more okay with it. Like I understanding if you're in a bad situation, fine, take what you can get. But don't tell me that you're okay with that. Because I'm 30 now. I'm not okay with making $15.50.
Or whatever it is, yeah, something like
or
that.
$18. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Should not be. Should
Gosh.
not be. Wow. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. The clown mask coming out. Oh, man. So that's a question put out there. Are you loyal to your company or employer or however you want to look for it? Like, do you believe that you or that employees should be loyal to their company? I am loyal to the service of it, right? It's the agreement. When you got brought on, there was an agreement. I will do this work for you under the boundaries of which you told me to do it. If I do that, I get paid for it. That's the agreement. End of discussion.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do hate too, is like with this great resignation thing that's happening, is that more and more being asked for employees but getting paid the same. And just realizing there are plenty of jobs out there that if you're already doing someone else's job the way I see it, like that means you have more experience. More experience, you can take that somewhere else and get paid more for it. It's pretty typical how that works.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at things, at least with businesses. Like it just straight up, like there's no loyalty. I'll be loyal to like a good supervisor, stuff like that. But to the company, nah.
Yeah, no.
Now, I do think is cool is that when you see companies who have gone out of their way for like, well, one I saw was funeral expenses. Someone had a loved one who died, and the company actually helped cover like $10,000 of the funeral. I was like, that's amazing.
That's good.
That is cool. I think companies who are able to put people first, like that's something more I'm likely to be loyal to. I don't want to necessarily say I will be loyal, but it's like, okay, you've shown me I matter. So like, if you put out for me, I put out for you, right? It's just like, I think that's the whole deal of business. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You want full-time effort out of me, like the best A+ effort, then you better give me the best A+ pay.
You're right.
Or just reasons for staying with you. When you pay off someone's funeral expenses like that, $10,000 of it, to me, like, that's going out of your way. You did not have to do that. You had no obligation. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree with that.
but yeah, so there's that. Now, we're on this topic of loyalty. And with loyalty, we got to talk about something that everyone has either thought about or talked about with their significant other. Do you get a hall pass? Eric, talk to me. I want to know, what are your thoughts on a hall pass? And let's actually define a hall pass.
From what I understand, a hall pass is basically, if you're married, you get permission to smash anybody that you want.
Like most of the time, it's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
So like I've heard I had a cousin where I think he told me like his hall pass is like Emma Watson.
That's fair.
Totally get it.
That's a good one.
Understand, but that was like his hall pass. But what I want to know is, do you believe in hall passes? Should that be a thing?
See, the fact that I'm gonna switch over and say alternate universe, that's gonna be a no.
No. You have a significant. It's not like you have to say someone you're married to. You have a spouse. Do you have the hall pass conversation?
I mean, you can have it, yeah.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on it? Don't do this alternate universe shit. No, we're not trying to escape the question. Right
in the
now.
real world.
In the real
this
world.
universe.
Tell me your thoughts in the real world right now.
In the real MCU. All right, let's see. Damn. All right. We'd have the conversation. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to have an issue because my spouse is going to pick the most attractive person in the world. And
well, yeah, you don't waste it on an ugly person.
I know.
But, you know what my hall pass is? The bum down the street.
I'm off for that.
I don't know. Something about him.
Because he or she won't go to that one. All right? They won't go back.
At that point, you know what's funny? If it's someone hotter than you, it's called a hall pass. If it's someone uglier than you, it's considered cheating. Anyway.
But if we're both agreeing, then fine. I'm not a fan of it though. But if we're both agreeing to it in this weird scenario, then yeah, I'm smashing somebody.
Who would it be? You don't have to both agree to it, but just tell me, like, would you want to do it? Man, you make this so hard. Do you want a hall pass?
I'm sorry, I'm just morally conflicted right now.
You're morally conflicted.
I'm all about loyalty. All right, so it would either be a toss up between Rihanna or Halle Berry.
Really?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
I thought you would have said like John Stamos.
He's good too, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
So Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I'm talking about like, was it Die Another Day Halle Berry in that James Bond movie?
Whatever. I don't care which one you pick.
Yeah, that version of Halle Berry. No, Catwoman Halle Berry. Let's go with that.
Okay, that's that's your hero.
Yeah, that's my king.
Oh my goodness.
How about you? Don't you dare say Instagram either. Don't you?
No, I wouldn't. No.
Oh, okay.
Hell no. You kidding me? Okay, so hall pass. Here's what I am. I'm loyal to a T, but I'm as petty as can be if I get crossed wrong. So let's say I'm sitting down with my significant other, girlfriend, wife, whatever, and we bring up hall passes. And if I'm going in with the mindset of like, nope, I'm not gonna have a hall pass, like, because I respect you, I'm loyal to you, like, no matter what, like, I'm your ride or die in your mind. But if she starts out saying, yeah, Ryan Gosling, I'm about to be petty.
Tom Petty.
Like, now you've been exposed to me, okay? So now I'm gonna be hot inside. So I'm about to be really petty. But the problem is, like, here's the thing. If you go for the hottest person, that's typical. I want to kind of go with someone that maybe she thinks is even like a little below her in hotness. Because then she's like, really? You go sleep with that instead of me? Like, you know what I mean? You piss her off with it. So that's how petty I am. So I wouldn't even give an honest answer because realistically, no, I would not have a hall pass. But if she led with that, I'm like, okay.
Bet.
Your sister.
Oh, God. Smashed.
Your sister. I'll say that. I'll say it straight up. Look at you. Your sister. Yep. Oh, what's wrong? It's not funny anymore, is it?
What changed?
What changed? You were all about Ryan Gosling. Stick to your man. I'm going to tell you right now, if my significant other ever brings up, like girlfriend, wife, whatever, ever brings up hall passes, if she answers first and says she has one, I am saying her sister or her mother if she doesn't have sisters. All right. I ain't losing this war. You ain't gonna hurt me.
I got nothing to lose.
That's a problem. That's a problem with today. It's not about being right. It's about being petty. I feel like. I feel like that's a lot of stuff nowadays. It's just about being petty. So many people are petty. I'm one of them.
Oh, like Kanye West, yeah.
Oh gosh, we not news. We ain't bringing that up. We're not about the news.
All about being petty.
Gosh, if you want to let the whole world know though who's smashing your wife, that's a great way of doing it. You ever see that? Like he's out there plastering Pete Davidson's face. Like man, like you should have been doing the opposite. Like hey, I don't want this ever hitting the news. Nothing like that.
Oh, it's too
this
late.
man putting it everywhere. Like all right, you want to make sure everyone knows this man stole your woman. It's whatever though, man. Different strokes for different folks.
Yep.
Eric, stop tapping something over there.
Oh, you hear that? Oh,
yeah.
right.
Oh man. But tell me about that, Eric. Do you think it's bad to be petty?
Not really.
You don't?
Nah.
How come?
Only because here's the thing: nice guys finish last.
Ooh, ooh.
But if you're petty, you can get them back.
That
at least you know.
That's not always true.
Most of the time, if a guy's done dirty,
oh gosh,
think about all the people in your past who's been done dirty and how they reacted. If they're gentlemen about it and they opt out of the conversation or the that toxic environment, they didn't get their last umph in.
This is not a place for me to be giving advice. I am not great at dating advice. Here's
no,
one thing.
I'm not either, but I'm just
how
saying
about
in general, nice
before
guys
we go
finish
into
last.
this, let's give a disclaimer.
Okay.
I'm going to give a disclaimer to this before we go any further because I got some shit I could say. Do not take dating advice from people who are not in current working relationships.
You're right. I'm 30 years old.
Yep.
I'm not married.
We are not in any relationships. Take this advice more as a joke.
Exactly. Yeah, please do. Yeah, please.
Like that's what I hate is when people ask single friends for dating advice.
Exactly.
I'm like, what? Like,
Right.
how are you going to do that? Like,
exactly.
what advice are they going to give you?
Right? I can get you to the font. That's it. Okay. Impress her or him. Bam.
You know, if you if you want a happy marriage, go talk to people with a happy marriage.
Exactly.
My grandma and grandpa. I'd go to my grandma first. What'd y'all do to make it work? So anyway, but let's back it up to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Nice guys finish last.
They ain't petty enough. That's why they lose.
In some ways. You know what's funny? Like I hate that sentiment because it's so broad of what you mean. Like nice guys don't finish last. The problem is there's just too many times when they're too nice. Like, and I've noticed. Go ahead.
Like in the past, we've had at least 2 people in this past year who've approached us about their own situations.
Yep.
Yeah, and they were too nice. Even to this day, we admit, oh, they're really nice.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day. And us, we petty people.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
we are not classy about
I'm
our
so
pettiness.
ugly when it comes to being. I'm just ugly, but I mean, it's just being petty.
Exactly.
I can't.
And so, for me, in any situation, I got to get mine last. I got to be the last one to get mine in.
yeah,
I can't be God.
You're giving that one Medea skit. I'm gonna get the godders before they get me.
If I don't, I'll get my
Well,
God.
Oh my goodness. Yep. You know, nice guys, do they finish last? This is such an old conversation. I don't know how many times I've actually had it. People argue different things. Well, maybe you're just not all that nice. Nuh-uh. I have seen genuine good men who have done nothing but love their wife, and they're probably closer to being called a bitch than a nice guy. But, and then they get absolutely wrecked, cheated on, abused. And of course, vice versa, the same way too. Goes with women. I think you can say that. But we're just talking about men on this because that's the best perspective we can give.
Yeah.
So we don't have a right to talk about the women's point of view. But yeah, nice guys finish last. It depends when you're nice. I don't know, because there's nothing. If you're always nice all the time, how do you feel safe around someone like that too? Like there got to be a little bit of something to them. No, like I do have a breaking point. Like if I get called a bitch by someone, like you better hope I didn't hear you, or you better hope that we have you're my mom. My mom would never call me that. I'm just saying though, like that's the only time I'd ever let it slide. Like what?
You better hope I'm on my deathbed.
Right?
All my life I had to fight.
All my life.
Gosh.
No, like you see what I mean though. But there are dudes who'll do that. Like I know some dudes whose wife have called him a pussy. What?
Yeah.
Like yell back at him a little bit then. I don't know. I'm not saying start fights. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm saying. Don't take advice from us. What I'm saying is like, can you be so nice that you are just not wanted? And I think so. I think you can be so nice, so passive, so even submissive that, yeah, no one wants you.
And that sounds so. When you said that, that sounded so sad. I didn't get hot inside.
There are people like that.
But I got sad inside thinking about that. Like,
Yeah, well, it's a real thing because like I think there's some people who are so desperate for a relationship that that's what they do.
Oh yeah, and I met people like that before. I was like,
we've met. Oh, there's so many dudes like I think it's more dudes than women, honestly, that are just like, oh, whatever. I need to be loved by someone. Whatever. I'll be passive, submissive, whatever it is, and that could be coming from so many different circumstances of how they were treated in their young life. I don't know, but all I'm saying is like. That is like, I don't think anyone likes that kind of stuff. Learning just to stick up for yourself a little bit, show some backbone.
Exactly. No, I remember, I told you the story before on one of the podcasts in the past, but like I said, growing up in the Bay Area, I got bullied a lot going to the Boys and Girls Club. That was sweet, you know.
You was on some sweet shit.
I was on some sweet shit. And I get bullied every single day. When I come back, you know, home, my mom, you know, she'd be like, oh, how'd your day go? And I'd tell her what happened. And then she got upset at me because I was getting bullied. So she'd yell at me, and I was like, that's when my perspective changed. Like, oh, it's not cool to be weak. I'm not saying go around and start beating up people, but I am saying stand up for yourself.
You know what, though? That brought something to mind. Like, what? Like, if you were someone who's like that right now, that you were, like, you find yourself just being such a nice person, your wife calls you a bitch, a pussy, all that, what do you think your mom would do if she heard someone talking to you like that? Like, another woman talking to you like that?
She'd be furious. My sisters, too.
Oh, absolutely. I've told people, like, be careful. Like that's the thing. Like you need to. I think there's two different aspects to this, right? Two different points of view. Is again coming from a man, just talking about a man's perspective. When you have a wife, or you know whatever significant other, I guess, treat them the way you would want someone to treat your daughter, and definitely treat them the way like their father expects you to treat them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then on top of that, same way, like don't let yourself be treated any less than what your parents would like find acceptable. Because I know for a fact, if there's a girl starting to yell at me, call me a bitch or a pussy like that, my mom was on speed dial. She'd be out here tomorrow. She'd be burying a body.
Right.
It's like, sorry, I guess this one ain't gonna work, Thomas. Like,
it's a shame, you know.
It's a goddamn shame.
It just didn't work out.
God. I don't know. But that's something to always keep in mind, at least for me. Now, that being said, I know that's contradictory to what I said about being petty, because I will be too petty sometimes, and I can admit to it. Oh, gosh, the petty, it's just so easy, though. Like, that's the thing. I was talking to someone about this. When it comes down to dating, they hate that it's a game. But I'm like, listen, you got to, whatever, that's fine. You hate it's a game, but if you don't play it, you're going to get played.
I mean, I feel like, too, you can always opt out and do your own game.
Well, but I'm not talking about that. You have to be a player playing the field, being an asshole, douchebag, whatever. That's not what it means. Yeah, it means you got to be patient. I think that's a big deal. Yeah. Most of the time, people just don't want to be patient.
Oh, yeah.
Either they just want some snoo-snoo.
Yeah, that's true.
Or they don't like, and there are people who have some luggage, and it's not your responsibility to help them with that luggage, but you can still be patient and wait around. Just like, okay, like we can talk, but like we won't be serious until like this is dealt with. Because I'm not going into a relationship to help be someone's therapist, per se. I don't. That's just me. I'm not gonna act like I know everything. Again, like that's why I had that disclaimer, because we don't.
But I feel like that's reasonable though. I mean, because you're right, it is a game. And me, something I've just learned to do is either be patient or just be like straight up honest.
Ooh.
And I like being honest.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and they know what I'm about up front. And
I'm
it comes off weird, but it works. What?
You know what? But let's talk about the reverse of that too, part of this game. What? If you were just honest, like, nah, I'm here for snoo-snoo. You know what I mean? For it, guys, put together what I mean by snoo-snoo. You know.
Snoo-snoo.
Snoo-snoo. All right. We used that before in the previous podcast too. So if you use it, like, you're going after some snoo-snoo, and you've been honest about it, what I hate, and if you are going into this with someone and you know what they want, it's just something physical for one night or whatever, do not get clingy to that person. Yeah. Do not.
Do not simp.
Oh my gosh.
Do not simp.
You know, and like, that is, gosh, Eric, like I said, I get hot thinking about that. Like, I shouldn't. Because it's not a thing, like, that's a problem sometimes. Like, you're honestly like, this is just what I want. And then they're like, oh, okay. And then they try to work a different angle. I'm like, no. Yeah. No.
Like,
let's be honest.
Like, I wish people could know the difference between being honest with someone. Let's just say, you know, someone you slept with, you know, they caught feelings for you.
Or made out with, whatever you are. Like, yeah.
Whatever. Let's say they did catch feelings that night. You can be honest and say you are catching feelings, but don't simp. As in, like, you already know what he's about. So be honest with him.
The communication's good. I like that part.
Yeah, communicate, but don't keep bothering him, texting him all the time.
It's not just, it's, well, you know, also the other way around too. Women deal with the same thing, I bet. But at that point, here's the problem. I do know, like, if you communicate with me, like, yeah, I'm starting to catch feelings, that's when I'm like, that means we should stop. Sounds like you're not built for this, for making out.
No, no, I remember. I tell you about this girl on met on Tinder a few weeks ago.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I think
that one.
I think she's Canadian or something.
Yeah, but wait, was she Canadian?
The thick one, girl. 3 C's, thick, looking good too. Built like a locomotive, but
God. Okay.
No, she looked good though. No, but here's what happened.
Yeah.
I literally just Tinder her, right? We're talking and chatting, and I'm just trying to just slide in. That's it.
Get some snoo.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But then she keeps on talking to me like, "Oh, how you doing? Where you from? You know, all this other stuff." I'm like, I don't know you or want to know you like that. I just want this. But she kept talking to me. Then she's like, "Oh, well, here's my number." So I text her with the same thing. And then check this out. She hits me back with, "So we should go out sometime." And I'm just like, you don't get it. I don't know what language y'all speak in Canada.
No, that's persistence.
No, I don't know what language they
Gotta
speak in
love
Canada.
the hunt.
That's not a hunt, man. There's no consent for that hunt. I don't know what language they speak in
No
Canada.
means no.
All right? But in America, no means no. All right?
Wow, Canadian being that aggressive about it.
And she was friendly too. It wasn't like she was being mean. She was just being friendly.
Annoying.
Yeah. It's like, no, you know what I want. Why are you talking about emotions and getting to know each other? I don't care about none of that. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing, step bro?
You know, here's the problem too. Let's talk about etiquette.
That's
If
fair.
you're making out with someone, do not bring up God in the middle of it.
Or work.
There shouldn't be a reason to be talking. You should be busy anyway. Honestly, you should be busy anyway. So, speaking from personal experience, that is the worst thing to have happen. You want to talk about something to kill the mood? Have someone bring up God in the middle of it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't want to get into that story, nor will I, because I'm not going to embarrass the poor girl if she somehow listens to this.
Watch her check your ass one day.
Heard you was talking shit. And I'll tell her, yeah, I did. You got him right.
Slice some tires. Yeet.
Be nice. No, like someone started talking about God in the middle of it. I'm like, what did you think would happen? Did you think that was going to turn me on more? Like, I really want to know. Like, what was the thought process? I can't sometimes with this. Eric, make it make sense to me. I need someone to make this make sense to me on why this happened.
It's a psychology thing.
Psychology?
No, think about it. Mentally, she was, I'm assuming, Mormon, right?
Fair, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe she's just subconsciously, she's still in that God mode, that God-fearing mode. I mean, because if you were to do this in Modesto or LA or anywhere where we're from, that wouldn't be an issue.
Nah.
It wouldn't be. Because people outside of Utah are normal. No offense to Utah folk. I love you people, but you're not normal. No offense.
Kind of offense. Change some things, but it's okay. We love most of you.
Oh yeah, y'all good people. Right there, I feel that. But when it comes to like extracurricular activities outside of church, y'all need help on that. That's it. Like the ogre just mentioned. It's just you don't talk about God during relations. It's just weird.
It almost makes like here's the thing. I just draw a blank now. I'm like, I don't even know what was like. But what would lead to that? I try to play devil's advocate. I try to play both sides of the fence just so I understand some. What? Like, let's move on. We got to move on from it. I'll get stuck right here. It's like a blown tire. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't move from it. I'm going to spin in circles. Anyway.
Oh shoot.
What is some of the weirdest things? I think it'd be cool, like if someone put that in our comments. What's some of the weirdest things you've ever had while hooking up with someone? Whether it just be making out, having sex with some snoo.
Throwing up.
Oh my gosh, you did have someone throw up in the middle of it. Let's be cool though. They know where we live, so let's not say anything.
That's not.
Okay. Wow. Well, that's our take on that one.
Yeah. Like he said too, don't take our advice for it because I'm 30 and single for a reason.
26 and definitely single for a reason.
So yeah. Disclaimer.
That's the thing though. I know right there, that would end a relationship. What I said earlier about being petty, I still... I want you guys to try that. If for all my male listeners listening, try that. If you're at your significant others, bring up the hall pass, right? Because you're loyal. You think this is your ride or die. And watch that person just say someone like Brad Pitt, Leo DiCaprio. If they say that, my advice to you, say their sister or their mother and see what happens.
Mess with them.
It's not gonna be as funny anymore because that's close to home. I have to drive down the street.
That's Stacy's mom. Let's go.
Oh gosh, Stacy's mom. Great song. Eric, what else do you have to add?
I think I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah.
Guys, listen. Sigma rule: be petty.
You know what's funny?
No, we hate that. No, we're gonna sound like some meninist group, and we're not like that.
No. But I like the Sigma grind set, vines and stuff because they're funny. I hate the alpha ones, but I love the Sigma ones.
I just love when people turn it into something fun. I hate when it's someone actually trying to be serious. And we've talked about alphas before on this podcast. When if you are actually serious about it, please shut up. In this sense, to where we don't get blocked, remove yourself from the server, because that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
To actually be serious about that. Oh my goodness. And again, I almost feel like that goes with if you have to call yourself something, you have to call yourself an alpha. That's not what you are.
Right.
Some people's children, man. I don't know. Well, let's answer a couple questions first. So here's a couple questions, guys, that I've had before. We said for a few people who've reached out to me, we've been asked well, when are you guys going to start? We said we'll be releasing a couple episodes soon, but then it's will it be consistent? And that one I can't promise anything on. Before we had consistency, now I am all over the place. I'm driving out of state pretty often, or I'm flying, going somewhere, or I'm just working. So that's not in those moments, it's just so hard to bring this together and to do it. But this is always fun. And I have missed doing this. So as far as consistency, I can't make any promises. All I can tell you is that we do talk about you guys a lot. Everyone who reaches out to us, viewers that we've had out there in Germany, hope you all keep listening.
By the way, we appreciate the support, especially from the kids. We know a lot of y'all are the main ones who be subscribing in. Appreciate y'all. Y'all good people. Keep up the good work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I see y'all on Instagram, what's his name? CJ over here looking swole. Hispanic
Hercules. Now.
I know, right? Hispanic Hercules. And I see the white boy wonder, Stone Wiseman out there.
Yeah, that's right.
Sebastian doing his thing. Justin selling his FUBU material.
FUBU, okay.
I appreciate that,
That's true. I love seeing all the young entrepreneurs out there. Everyone's trying to do something new. I do love seeing that.
And the rest of y'all little nigglets out there, too. I love y'all.
Gosh.
Also, I had to
said the N-word again.
I said niglet, though. It's for younger people.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say it. Almost got canceled.
Hashtag canceled.
Gosh. So, Eric, tell me something. Outside of the conversations that we've had today, what is something that you want our cast to know?
I appreciate y'all. That's it. I always think about you guys. Don't worry. The door's always open. We already had one of these kids come in. What was his name again? We don't say names? Okay. Anyway, we won't say names, but the door's always open if y'all need somewhere to stay in Utah.
Yeah, no, it ain't. But this is not a bed and breakfast. That was a lie. We support y'all on the streets. Wow, what? Just because you're having a bad day, I got to put out? So inconsiderate.
I feel like I'm like that mom. You're like the dad. Hell no. Take your black ass somewhere else.
If you 18, no. No, you can stay out on the street. You sleep out there. I love my kids. Y'all know about that. For all the kids I've worked with, I do miss all of you. I do miss giving y'all a hard time, but that's on. What was it say? That's on crypto. don't come to this house.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, guys, this has been a wonderful podcast. We talked about a lot of different things today. We were all over the place.
We were.
Wasn't even scripted.
But this is literally how we talk, though, without the cameras.
All the time.
Yeah.
This is a regular conversation that we have in this house. It jumps everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Especially loyalty. Gosh, do we talk about loyalty? You know what? Besides workplace loyalty, I'm gonna hammer something in about loyalty. That shit's dying quick. Let's bring it out there. Preach. You know how many cheating stories? And I mean, the last 2 weeks, I've heard 5 different cheating stories. 5. That is asinine. People within 2 to 3 connections of me. That is just gross. Come on now. The whole pass is meant to be funny, not for real. Y'all take it seriously.
But the problem is, too, their hall pass is trash. They're literally sucking off the Wendy's dude. I'm just saying they downgraded themselves.
Well, they don't just got a hall pass; they got a hall catalog. You know what I'm saying? They got like more than one. We got something to flip through. It's insane out there what's happening. Both sides of it, men and women. Fix your shit. That's why we're single, because we don't trust any of you.
Skeptical.
Now, granted, I won't trust me. No, I'm just kidding. Because I'll be petty. And alrighty. Well, this has been a wonderful podcast, guys. We have missed you. We are happy to be doing this again. We'll be releasing a few more videos, but again, won't be as consistently. So just keep an eye out for us on our Instagram. Reach out to us individually. We love talking to all of you. But like always, and until next time, stay the hell out of our swamp.